Evening. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day, as they say, huh? We're halfway through the week. I am jumping on for this special live session about the Badass Money Mastermind. This is a Q&A. So I am going to share some of the questions that I received, but if you have any questions or comments, please pop them in the chat. If you're here live, I will answer them for you, which is so exciting. And then I will also have my friends, Martina and Steph, colleagues, and other mom coaches who will be in the chat as well, so we can get our money questions answered. Let me make sure this is actually going live in the right place. Okay, yay, there I am. Okay, so I may be able to see your comments here, and then Stephanie and Martina will also be jumping in the chat. So the first thing I wanted to start off with is, what is a money trigger? So a trigger is any flashback to a previous moment in your life. So, when you are faced with a certain situation that involves money, you, without consciously knowing it, will remember a past experience. Your body will remember it. Perhaps you will react in a certain way, like saying a certain thing that you had heard in the past, like money doesn't grow on trees, things like that. So that is a trigger that takes you into a previous moment in your life. So in those moments, you may be feeling threatened or emotionally unsafe, depending on how you grew up and the different situations you were in involving money. And during those moments in your early life, you may have been developing a story around money. So you came to conclusions about money based on these early moments in your life. So certain stories that I have heard, because people are asking, what is a money story, or what is a money belief? And we'll be going into that in the mastermind. But some of the things I've heard is like, people with money are greedy or selfish, that they don't work hard. Money stories that I've heard floating around are that they don't, people that have a lot of money don't care about other people. They just want to get ahead. They want to get ahead in life. They won't look back. That kind of thing. Like step on people to get to where they need to go. Take advantage of people. That sort of thing. Those are some money stories that developed in my early life. Like there's deposits and withdrawals. Like if somebody is doing well financially, then they had to be taking from people and not giving back. Okay, so why do we need to shift these stories? Like, why is it important to deal with your money stories, to really take them on head on? Because good people need money. Good people in this world need money to impact change, to do the things that will help society, to do the things that will raise their energy, to raise their frequency, to be healthy, happy, joyful, and spread love. We need to put money into the hands of good, heart-centered people. So if that's you, and you're thinking if you get more money, you're going to be greedy and you're going to trample on other people, it does, like all of a sudden you're going to change. your heart when you have money? I don't think so. So just getting more money, if you are pure-hearted, will allow you to do the things that you really want to do in life, to spread the joy and love that you're hoping to bring out into the world. Why women especially need to be working money triggers and their money stories is that we have been repressed or suppressed for many, many years, generations. We were not paid the same. We still are not paid the same. We still are not paid the same for the same effort, for the same work. And this has, in my own life, this has been perpetuated over and over because I did not deal with my money triggers. I did not deal with my money stories because of the way that I was grown up. I was raised. My mom stayed home a lot. She had these to make like little bits of money so that we could do these things and that things. She did Tupperware. She was working herself to the bone, just trying to get some extra money so we could do dance classes and football and stuff. Does that sound like you? Because that was me years ago, working as a preschool teacher, trying to pay for my son's daycare, even though I really wanted to be with him, and getting paid as an assistant with a master's degree in education and not feeling worthy because I did not value my time, my energy, my worth. I was not living into my highest potential. I had to leave. Okay, I had to leave that job because it was burnout. And the way that I started coping, so a lot of people are asking, how can you cope with the triggers of money? Like if you grew up in a really, really oppressed situation, we have lots of people that have grown up really, really oppressed. I grew up on free and reduced lunch. We had to get food stamps. We bought used clothes, all the things. In a town that was pretty well off, I felt unsafe around money, people with money, people in my town. And so I've had to deal with that. That's how I work through my triggers. So how do we cope with triggers? You first have to go back to why you are being triggered. Those early flashbacks to early, you first have to go, sorry. Those triggers are flashing you back to a previous moment in your life. Okay. So my parents fought about money all the time. All the time. All the time. I took on that and it felt really unsafe in my body. And I've had to go head on with that. And it's come out a lot in my marriage. So when that comes out in my marriage, I know I have to sit with my trigger, my emotional unsafety, dig down to ask, what is the story I'm telling myself right in this moment? This is the kind of work that I will be doing in the Money Mastermind. We will go into each person's individual trigger. Where is it coming from? Which time in your life? What is your body feeling? Right? Like we all have different body sensations that we ignore. We get a bill in the mail and it was something you were not expecting. What's that initial reaction in the body? Sensation. Tightness in the chest, hold your breath, bellyache. Tight jaw. We all have these sensations that we go through life ignoring. That's my part in the Money Mastermind. I will be working with you intimately on what is coming up for you around your triggers. And how can we work through it to embody it, to ground it, and to shift these money stories? Because you want to bring your energy up to an energy, a vibration of abundance, not down here in a place of lack. So when we can get through that mucky muck fear and be like, okay, I got this. I know where it's coming from. Now I'm going to do something with it. So who is the Money Mastermind for? If you are a woman who wants to make money to impact positive change, this is for you. If you are feeling super unsafe with money, this is for you. If you are ready to shift into a life of abundance that is high vibe, high frequency, you get to do the things that make you joyful, well rested, happy, doing the things you want to do with your family, doing the things in your business. All of those things, this Money Mastermind is for you. Because the three of us, Steph, I don't know what's and Stephanie, Martina, and I, we've been working on this for years. We are ready to share it with you. We have been doing this in our own life, and it takes time, and we're ready to share it with you. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Worth is a big part of creating abundant life. You are worth it. Yes. And a lot of my coaching is about building that self-compassion for that younger self that you did not build that worth at a younger age. We can start to do that in the coaching. Yeah, it's going to be so good. It takes time. I know I can shorten the learning curve. Yes, it is a muscle that needs to be practiced, muscle that needs to be built. Yeah, women are expected to give so much away for free. Right. Why is that? Right? Like this is still something that comes up in my marriage. That there's no monetary value given to taking care of the home, making sure the kids get to school on time, making sure there's soccer payments in, all that kind of stuff. But your worth is not tied to money. So we have to build your worth so that you can attract the money. Does that make sense? What you are doing as a woman is worthy just by being you, by being a woman, like by doing the things you're doing. You are enough. Okay, I don't see any more questions. You're so good at supporting triggers. Ooh, I've had to work through a lot of them. And I still do. It's a lifelong journey to work through your triggers. Any other questions you guys have about the mastermind? Put them in the comments. Stephanie will be going live another day with more questions and answers. Martina will be going live another day with more of your questions and answers. So put them in the comments below, and we will be sure to answer them. And if you want to check out the mastermind, get registered. The description, the link is in the description of this video. We are open for registration until August 1st. Then we start our book study all about badass money making with Jen Sincero. And then we go into our coaching calls September in October and November, maybe. I can't remember the schedule. 3 months of money mastermind. All right, I'm going to pop out of here. We'll answer more questions. Reach out to us. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.